Hello there, it's Sarah from Paper Lovely. Thanks for joining me today. I've got some happy mail to share with you. I'm going to be creating a mini pizza box. So today I'm using the Flourish collection and I'm going to get started creating my box here. I've trimmed down my pattern paper to 6 by 11 inches. On the long side I'm going to score at 1, 5, 6, and 10. And then on the shorter side I'm going to score an inch from each side, so that would be at 1 inch and 5 inches. And that's going to create a 1 inch border all the way around the edge, as well as that 1 inch in the middle. That's going to be sort of the hinge of my box. So here I'm going along and I'm going to score all of those lines. So now I'm going to use those score lines to create my tabs that I'm going to fold in to make my box. So along both of these long edges I'm going to trim up 4 times, just going up to that score line at these little squares. So I'll have one here on the end of each side of the paper, and then in the middle where I have that little rectangle I'm going to trim on both sides. And I will go through then and sort of wedge those, just taking a little sliver off of the side of each so that I can fold that in really easily and nothing will stick out when I start to put the box together. Next I'm going to add some Scor-Tape, so I'm going to be using both 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch. I'm going to place the 1/2 inch along one side of each of those tabs. And then I will do the same thing on the other side of the tab with the 1/4 inch. I'll go ahead and make sure that's down nice and tight, and then we'll start putting the box together. So I'm going to fold in the bottom 2 tabs. I'm just going to work my way up here. I'm going to peel away the backing, and then I'll fold in these tabs, and I'm going to take these and meet them to the side flaps so that I have a nice corner on either end. And then at this point you want to make sure that the last one that you're doing is going to be the top portion that you want to open up. So if you're using a pattern paper like mine, it's no problem, either side was going to work, but if you have something specific, you want to make sure that you are doing that side of the box last, because here this is going to make the base of the box by closing in these 2 tabs. And then the rest we're going to keep separate so that those tabs can fold down, or the sides can fold down along the side of the finished box there. You'll understand better, I think, as I've got this going here. So here I'm again doing the same thing, just folding in these edges to make sure that I have some nice corners. And then that's going to be the top of my box, and it will fold down over the bottom. Here I'm going to grab my 1 inch circle punch, and I'm just going to create a little tab here on the top portion so that it's easier to open. So at this point I'm going to continue on, and I'll create some paper rosettes as well as some tags, and then I'm going to fill up these boxes with some goodies. I will turn up the music so you can enjoy the process, and then I will meet you back at the end to go over the finished project. So now that my boxes are all decorated up, I'm going to fill them with some goodies. I'll start off here with some doilies on the bottom, and then I've got a share of some of the Flourish ephemera. I've clipped that together there with a clothespin, and I did add some washi on either side of that clothespin just to give that a little bit of shine. Next, I'll add in some washi shares, and then I have a few frames that I decorated up. And then next I'm going to add in some of my little mini stitched journals, and I did find some pieces of ephemera to slide in those little back pockets there. And then I'll place in my rosette and a piece of this trim. That's one of my favorite trims from Hobby Lobby. And that will complete my goodie boxes. I also have the tags. They were a part of the swap as well, and I made mine a little larger than the box. I wasn't really thinking when I cut them out, but I really loved how they turned out, so I still wanted to include them. So I will just wrap those up separately when I mail them out. Here are a few close-ups of the finished project. In the description box below, you'll find my blog post, which has additional photos and links to the supplies I used. Remember to leave me a comment below so you can be entered in the March Madness giveaway. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.